Super duper facts.
Abraham Lincoln was elected to Congress in 1846. John F. Kennedy was elected to Congress in 1946. Abraham Lincoln was elected president in 1860. John F. Kennedy was elected president in 1960. The names Lincoln and Kennedy each contain 7 letters. Both were particularly concerned with civil rights. Both wives lost their children while living in the White House. Both presidents were shot on a Friday. Both were shot in the head. Lincoln's secretary, Kennedy, warned him not to go to the theater. Kennedy's secretary, Lincoln, warned him not to go to Dallas. Both were assassinated by Southerners. Both were succeeded by Southerners. Both successors were named Johnson. Andrew Johnson, who succeeded Lincoln, was born in 1808. Lyndon Johnson, who succeeded Kennedy, was born in 1908. John Wilkes Booth was born in 1839. Lee Harvey Oswald was born in 1939. Both assassins were known by their 3 names. Both names are comprised of 15 letters. Booth ran from the theater and was caught in a warehouse. Oswald ran from a warehouse and was caught in a theater. Booth and Oswald were assassinated before their trials. Lincoln was sitting beside his wife when he was shot. Kennedy was sitting beside his wife when he was shot. Rathbone, who was with Lincoln when he was shot, was injured by being stabbed. Connally, who was with Kennedy when he was shot, was injured by being shot. Rathbone's name has 8 letters. Connally's name has 8 letters. Lincoln was shot in a theater named Ford. Kennedy was shot in a car named Ford. Kennedy was shot in a car also named Lincoln. Lincoln's bodyguard was away from his post at the door of the president's box at the theater. Kennedy's bodyguards were away from their post on the running boards of the president's car. Lincoln and Kennedy died in places beginning with the initials P and H. Lincoln died in Peterson's house. Kennedy died in Parkland Hospital. Booth was shot and killed in police custody before going to trial. Oswald was shot and killed in police custody before going to trial. Days before it happened, Lincoln told his wife and friends about a dream he'd had of being shot by an assassin. Hours before it happened, Kennedy told his wife and friends it would be easy for an assassin to shoot him from a crowd. Shortly after Lincoln was shot, the telegraph system went down. Shortly after Kennedy was shot, the telephone system went down. Kennedy's father had been the ambassador to England at the court of St. James. Lincoln's son became the ambassador to England at the court of St. James. Lincoln had young children while living at the White House. Kennedy had young children while living at the White House. Lincoln's funeral train traveled from Washington, D.C. to New York. Kennedy's brother's funeral train traveled from New York to Washington, D.C. Abraham was the first name of the man who filmed Kennedy's murder in the Lincoln. John Kennedy is the name of a character in a 1951 movie about a detective traveling by train to thwart the assassination of President Lincoln. John Kennedy is the name of the real-life detective who traveled in the train with President Lincoln in 1860 to thwart his assassination. There were conspiracy theories that Johnson was knowledgeable about Lincoln's assassination. There were conspiracy theories that Johnson was knowledgeable about Kennedy's assassination. Please watch our other videos and subscribe to our channel.